We're clear.
Yeah,
right.
Just went off.
Appreciate that. All right, so we've got, how long do we got? About 20 minutes. We got time to do this, right? And this one, listen, there's not going to be a whole lot of X's and O's. What I want to accomplish here with the Savion Williams stuff is I want to let people know, where did he line up, right? Where did he line up? And let's just show kind of the greatness that is Savion Williams here. Can you guys see this okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, good deal. Let's get into it. Greg Rice made it over. I see everybody following in the Rumble. Appreciate y'all. Rob Westerman hopping on as I'm getting the lawn mowed. A little late, man, Rob. As soon as he got in here.
As soon as he came in, we left.
Unbelievable. All right, here we go. So this first play, you're going to notice he is lined up. They're in a 12-gun Z nasty curl is what we're just going to call it. He is playing nasty Z here. He's on the tight end side. As you can see, tight end side right here, they got, looks like a 12 look. So those are both tight ends. That would make him the X and makes our boy Savion Williams the Z. All right, and he's just going to run a little curl route. And nothing fancy here. Just going to get up here and work a little deep curl, and then we'll watch what he can do after he gets the ball in his hand. They did a little cheat motion to a stack look. He's going to work inside, almost like a little spot play. Nice job there in coverage, right? Just bring the ball in. So, again, we've seen him play Z, right? Now let's go to 11 gun. This is wing left. They're going to go cheat the stack. He's going to run another curl. What we mean by cheat the stack is he's going to cheat motion out to a stack look, and he's going to get out here and just run a curl route. All right. So here you see him playing the wing. Emilio, you remember Christian Watson's rookie year, Tim, you as well. This is where he lined up a lot in Matt LaFleur's offense, wasn't it? So,
especially the block, too. I mean, you bring him in there and set that up, but that's also setting it up for later in the game. Hey, you shuffle him in real slow like he's going to block, then you loop him out real quick on a wheel route. It's over.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Or like what we see here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cheat motion, and he's going to run a curl. I mean, you run this couple of reps, and then you cut him loose, same play, you cut him loose on a 9 or something, set him on a go ball, and let him go.
I like how he works back to the ball, too. You see that? Like that ball's thrown behind him significantly. Work back to it. Just get what you can, right?
Good late footwork, too, at the top of that route. Just little shuffle to buy himself some time.
And that's kind of what that stack look gets you. It allowed him free release on the first curl. It allowed free release on the second one, and you just kind of get that freedom off the line, not having to deal with a guy right in your face.
Right. And what you're talking about there, Emilio, is like when we use the cheat motion, that's the point, right, is to prevent getting jammed at the line of scrimmage. And you're getting some momentum, kind of like the old Arena League days. If you guys remember with the Arena League, they could get 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage, just go full sprint to the line. Mm-hmm. It's kind of that similar effect, but you're doing it horizontally. So here they are in the 12 gun. He's going to be playing X twin left, and he's going to do a little crackback block here, a little flat. They're going to run a flat concept, and he's going to be the blocker. So, again, 12 gun, it's real simple. What you've got here is tight end. Actually, no, tight end. And when we say twin, you got twin wide receivers. So you got 2 wide receivers to one side. All right, that's all that is there.
You're telling me he's about to crack back this dude?
Yeah, and it's beautiful, too. Now, listen, some would say, this is a penalty. I think he timed it up just right. So what they're going to do is run a quick little flat route here, and he's going to be the blocker to seal it off. All right, so watch him right here. And, again, he's playing X. Once again, we've seen him play Z. We've seen him play X. We've seen him play wing, right? Here we go. Watch this. Beautifully set up. They're going to use a little yo-yo, a little zipper. Now watch him. Sell it. And look at, oh, my God. He has no idea what's going on.
Dude, he could have pretty much taken that kid's head off. He really let up.
He spared him big time. There's no two ways about it. Let's watch it again here. Again, the crack. Bang. It took the kid a minute to get his bearings. Like, what the hell was that?
I like that, though.
Yeah.
Get out of the quarterback's hands fast. You got a big guy. You're thinking he might be getting the underneath route.
Yep.
Good.
So here we are in a stack look, right? 12 gun. We're going stack right. So he's the guy playing off here. So what they're going to do is a cheat left touch pass. Some people call it a pop pass. We've always called it a touch pass. I've heard it called a shovel pass as well. What's going to happen is he's going to cheat motion over, and as soon as the ball's snapped, how many times have we seen that happen, right? Quarterback's going to catch the snap and just toss it in his hands, and then he's going to get out here. And I want you to look at how well he works in a tight space here. This is really, really impressive. Timed it up, touch pass. Doesn't look like a whole lot there, does it?
Nope.
Watch this.
Little crease.
Look at that. Bruh.
And you see how he gets skinny? He got skinny right as the crease developed. and just slipped right through. It's beautiful.
My favorite part, Tim, is watch this guy right here swimming all up in the turf. Watch him. Oh, yeah. Hey, look at this, man. On down the field, running through a cat at the end. You see him ragdolling? Yep. I think you get a better angle right here if I remember correctly. This is Pack Daddy that put this together. So look at this right here, man. That's a tight window, boys. Look at that. Getting skinny. Look at that. Deceptive with the speed, right? That 4.440, you can see it right there. Now watch him flatten this guy's ass right here at the end. Watch this. Bang.
That's awesome.
I love it.
I love it. You got to finish a run, man.
Can you run back to the exchange real quick? Just like a few frames back?
Yeah.
What right here is a good ball carrier vision, because a lot of times you'll see guys right here. The tendency is to want to try and cut back and not go with the play. And he stays with the play long enough to get that little seam, and look what he turns it into. It's a thing of beauty.
Trusted his blockers too. This right here, this is what Stone Cold Steve Austin refers to, ass over tea kettle right here. Look at this. Look at my man. The legs in the air, bro.
Quarterback said, "Yeah, I'll take 30 on the passing yards. Thank you."
Exactly. I love that right there, though. Just running hard, man. That's what you're talking about. I love it. His pad level too. Watch how he gets his pad level down, right?
Yeah. For being tall, he's able to get that base.
I love what you say about the passing yards, right? That's the easiest 30-yard pass you'll ever see in football.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. I loved it, too. Listen, that inflated Jaden Reed's numbers his rookie year, and I was going, shh, don't say a word about it. All right, here we are again, 11 gun. He's going to be playing wing left. There's that wing left's position we're talking about. And he's going to be running a wheel right here. And, boys, hold on to your britches. This is really fun. He's going to be running he didn't go all the way out to the sideline, but he's going to kind of run a wheel route. And watch this jump ball into double coverage. So now you're going, okay, we've seen him underneath with the touch pass. We've seen him run the curl. We've seen him, all these different things, right? He's lined up at X. He's lined up at Z. Here he is back at wing, and you're going to get a jump ball out of this. This is really impressive. Now, I think we got a better angle, so you'll see it a little clearer. But you see there's nothing there. That's the quarterback going. That Savion's down there somewhere. Let's just chuck and duck here. Look at him bring this thing in, man.
How about these hands?
This is the best angle. Well, actually, there's a better angle from the TV copy here in a second, but you see it pretty good right here.
And the fact that it's 11 guns, think about having Tucker Kraft on the outside, and he's in the backfield as your quote-unquote tight end look, and you're bringing him out to a corner that's already covered by Tucker. Oh, man.
Yeah. Look at that jump.
I mean, he's going to fit seamlessly into a Matt LaFleur offense.
Oh,
I mean, look what they're running. A lot of this looks real similar to what we've been doing.
Yeah, and again, just the high pointing of the ball, right? Like, I mean, it's so impressive.
He went up and got that.
Yeah, and not just the high point and time it just right, but their hands jerking in there on the ball and him just having the strength to hold it. He's a grown ass man, dude. There's no two ways about it.
And knowing his body and space, knowing where he is in the end zone, just secure the catch and go to the ground. Don't worry about the feet.
Definitely
unbelievable.
I like it.
Really impressed with it. So there's your jump ball when we talk about the contested catch rate that he's so well. Look, they had to show it again. It's a pretty ball, too, when you think about it. Get enough air.
You got to put it up there, give him a chance.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yep. That's one of those, it's either picked or it's a tutter, right?
Nothing in between. That's exactly right, man. Let's see what Pack Daddy says here. He says he's such a natural football player, makes football look easy. I love guys like that.
Yep.
It's so true. Like it, and what's crazy, too, Ryan, is, he hasn't had an opportunity to develop as a wide receiver. You could tell that they were like, we got to get him in the backfield. We got to get him at the wing. We got to imagine Jason Vrabel and Matt LaFleur getting a hold of him, and Steno as well. I think, I hope, and I heard listening to Ryan's pod. Yeah, I'm glad you pointed it out, Ryan, because it's very important. We're showing the highlights here, right? We're showing the, kind of the peak of what he did. He had a drop issue in a couple games. I want to say you guys said it was Clemson. I just want to see him get into camp, and us hear from the camp reports. Drops haven't been an issue, right? And if they are, it's not the end of the world, because like Ryan's saying, it's like he's just a football player, dude. Like you can work with guys like that. I don't know, man. He just seemed very mature for his age as well. Really, really like this guy. So, all right, here we go. 11 gun bunch nasty X. You ever heard me say that before, Tim?
Wow, this is what I'm talking about. Does this look like something you've seen in Green Bay once or twice?
Absolutely, man. So let me get this. I've done messed up and went to the chat there. I'm going to ask you guys to highlight the chat next time I need one, because I have to.
Well, highlight the chat. Holmes MD1 made it to Rumble. So
hey, here's the guy. Give him a round of applause.
Just when I think you couldn't get any better, You do something like this and totally ridiculous. All right. So here we are at 11 gun bunch nasty X. And here's what we're talking about with the bunch nasty X, guys. So bunch set over here, albeit it may be 2 tight ends. I got 11 gun because I don't know their personnel as well. They run a lot of 12 at TCU because they like to run the football. But there's the bunch and there's the nasty X. What that means is the numbers are out here. He's inside the numbers, right? So that's a nasty split. So you got bunch and your X is lined up with a nasty split. Some people call it condensed splits, right? But in Matt LaFleur's offense, they do refer to it as nasty X, nasty Z, that type of thing. So this could be a jab and go. And this is a lot of fun. So he's going to run a route here where he's going to get upfield, press the corner or the safety, whichever it is. I think it's the corner, I believe. He's going to press him, give him a jab out, and then just skinny it off. And I'm telling you, watch him cook this guy. He absolutely cooks him.
You're so worried about how much grass is over there. You have got to be terrified of that.
And notice how he tries to put stress on this defender here because he recognizes they're in man coverage right here because we run the cheat motion over and you see this guy's trying to match up here, right? So watch him kind of press the outside of him a little bit, right? Just to give him a little something to think about. Here's the jab out and go. Look at this.
It's like one motion. Did you see that?
And you think, oh, man, that's great, right? Well, of course, it's a piss-poor throw. This is where it gets real good. Like, this should have fell incomplete. Watch Savion adjust to this ball.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Yep.
Yeah, that should have been a walk-in touchdown, not reaching behind yourself to catch the ball.
And this is what Ryan was talking about. Like, he had drop issues, but then you see plays like this. It's like, I'm not worried about the drops. Like, you can tell he's got hands to work with. The NFL will get a hold of him, and he'll be just fine. But watch this. Again, this adjustment right here. Really impressive, man.
Amazing.
Like it was a hands catch, too. I mean, you're diving backwards, making a hands catch. That's impressive.
Yep.
Definitely.
He's like, I just wanted an easy touchdown. I'm glad I got one, but you could have put it right on the chest there, QB.
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense, though, if you look at that pocket, like his throwing lane.
Definitely.
Like right here on the release, like that's kind of where he had to go with it.
It's the only place he could have thrown it.
Right? Yeah. So great play by Savion there.
Yeah. No, that's a very fair point. I was a little too rough on the quarterback there after looking at it, but heck of a catch by Savion. So,
yep.
All right.
And
so
route, like you said, the route is everything.
So you got everything there. You got the bunt, you got the nasty X split.
Mm-hmm.
You get the jab and go route, right? You get the body control, right, to adjust back to the catch and make the hands catch. So check all the boxes on that play for sure. All right, next play, you got 11 gun Trey Wright boundary X this time, and they're going to run kind of a little mesh spot. Okay, so he's going to run a little shallow route here if I remember correctly. Let's see if we can locate him. So again, he's the X, so he's up top, right? So here he is playing boundary X. What do we mean by that? Short side of the field, right? This is the short side of the field, what we refer to as boundary. Wide side is referred to as the field side, okay? So he's playing boundary X. Why is he the X? He's on the line of scrimmage opposite the tight end, okay? So out here you would have your Z and your F if you were in Matt LaFleur's offense. So again, he's going to be here in the X, and they're going to run a little mesh spot play. If I remember correctly here, what's going to happen is the tight end, with mesh, you're basically trying to run defenders into each other. You're running a short crosser, okay? And the way they're going to run it here with the mesh spot is he's going to kind of get over and sit down on a little spot route. And what he's going to do, Savion is going to try to mesh that out, and they're just going to hit him on a quick drag route, okay? So now you're seeing underneath with the drag route. You've seen the jump ball out of the wheel. You've seen the touch pass. You've seen the curl plays. You've seen the jab and go. You've seen all that, right? Now we're going to run a little underneath with a shallow cross or what I call a drag route, okay? So you see the spot play setting up right here. As that guy goes to sit down, he's running butt naked through the trailer park. Look at him take the lick, right? Should be down. Nah, let's just get our balance and pick up another 3 or 4 yards. Constantly 5 yards.
Great route again. If you see how he just cuts it off at the last possible second, it's almost like a rub route,
right?
The way he ran it. And it was just smooth, man. And then, the yak yards. I love it. Got to love a guy with great route running ability, strong hands at the catch point, and is hard to tackle. I mean, how do you not love this guy?
Yeah. As Rockcod said in the chat, Savion has 10 1/4 inch hands. Big for a wide receiver. Huge hands. So great job. All right, 11 gun, tray left to Dubs, Nasty Z. Going to run a little short dig here. And this almost looks like a choice route. Here's what we mean by tray left. You've got 3 options over to the left, okay? One of which is a tight end. If it was just wide receivers, we'd call it trips left. But there's a tight end involved, so it's tray left. I'd actually call this tray left 3, okay? And what that means is it's tray left with the number 3 being the tight end, okay? So you identify the tight end with the number is how we do it. So, again, when we're talking numbers, it's from outside working in. There's your 1, there's your 2, there's your 3, okay? So tray left, and they're going to go to Dubs, Nasty Z, all right? So Dubs set this guy's motioning over, so by the time he settles in this semi-stack look, and I want to say he works outside, you're now going to have 1, 2 by 1, 2, and that's what we call a Dubs set, okay? So that's all that means. So when the smoke settles, he's going to be playing Nasty Z. Again, inside the numbers, Nasty split, tight end side, that makes him the Z, okay?
Field side again.
Yep, there you go. So he's on the field side now. And right, Emilio, when you're working field side, they want to give you as much space as possible.
Yeah,
right?
You're putting that corner in a bind. You're making him make a decision leading to, like you said, the choice route or even just speed threat on the outside with all that grass. You've got to be worried.
Yeah. And again, we've seen him play X. We've seen him play Z. We've seen him play wing, all that, right? So he's just going to run a little short dig. So it looked like a choice route. We're going to kind of get in here and just work in that confined space underneath. Not really a drag, but more of a short dig as he gets in right here. They read it too. I mean, look, you had hands trying to disrupt this. Look at the defender here. Get his hand in the throwing lane, and you got a guy that's covering it. So the concentration to make that catch is pretty impressive. It really is. And again, another 7 yards after the catch there, just running through people's faces. So, all right, up next, 11 gun, Dubs, Z Nasty, and he's going to go cheat right flat here. This is a really cool play. So he's just going to cheat over, and we'll have to go a little quicker now because we're running short on time. And it's going to be one of those where it's almost like remember they did the little touch pass earlier? You're kind of setting it up to look like that. Quarterback's going to catch the ball instead, fake it to the running back, and then just hit him on a quick little flat underneath. Let's see what he does. I like this concentration here. He sees the mesh, the defender attacks the mesh point, right? And watch his concentration. Get that head around and just make the catch, secure it. All right, let's see if we can pick up 5 or 6 yards. He does better than that. You see the speed there on the outside. So, all right. Next, this one went a little bit quick, but you get the gist. 11 gun, Dubs, Z Nasty again right here. And he's just going to run a little spot play. So it's kind of a slurl. You show a slant and then just curl down in here underneath. So he's going to work under right here. Catch it.
Love it.
Look at him make a guy miss. Make him miss again. Look at this dude right here, bro.
Love it. Run that on 3rd and 2, Maddie. Let's run that all day.
Absolutely. And make a corner have to step up and tackle him. Right?
Yep.
All right, next you got 11 gun, Dubs, zone left, Z reverse pass. You're going, Clayton, you smoking crack? I'm not.
Here's the guy. Are we going to see a touchdown pass here?
Watch this creativeness. Is that a word? Creativeness? Creative?
Yeah. Creativity.
Creativityness.
Creativeness is not a word.
Creativityness.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor. So they're going to set up for a zone left, a zone read. So watch the whole offensive line is going to work like it's a zone left run, okay? The quarterback's going to sell it like it's a read option, a zone read, right? So he's going to put the ball in the belly of the running back, okay? And there's nobody to even read out here. So the numbers game stacks up really nice for this play, all right? So he's going to give the ball to the running back, right? The running back is going to start in this direction, and then he's going to toss it to Savion. You go, oh, here comes the reverse, right? Nope. And then if Savion cuts the corner, he's actually going to throw the ball over here to this side. So this is the quarterback, the high school quarterback in, and watch this. Pretty cool. Look at it. Hand off the running back, reverse. Guys running butt naked. Probably put a little too much air under it, but still converted it. Thought that was cool. A little chicanery, right?
And he had every option to run for that first down, too.
Right.
QB was in position to block. He could have tucked it and ran if he wanted.
Yep. So here we are in a tray left look, 11 gun tray left. It's, again, just going to be a Z curl. So he's going to get out here and work back to the ball, almost like a hitch or a curl route. It just depends on what the quarterback's dealing with here. At a little extra time, so he works his way back underneath, right? Looks like, it's probably a 1 yard gain. Watch our boy. running through arm tackles. Look at the burst, man.
Yep.
Pretty impressive. All right, so here's some of the extra stuff that I picked up after Ryan's little highlight reel. So here we are. He's in the backfield here playing T. You see? So he's right here, and they're just going to hand him the ball off. So here's some of the backfield ability. Look at this cutback.
Huh.
The quarterback throwing a block too. Got his ass kicked, but it don't matter. Look at the speed. There's that 4.4 speed.
I've seen Jacob try to hit that cutback on freshmen. You can do it on freshmen. You can't do that on varsity, Jacob.
That ball to that outside hand, though, when you turn the corner.
The fact that you said freshman and varsity as if varsity's hard. For those of you who wonder what the heck he's talking about, you got freshman difficulty, varsity, All-American, then Heisman. Ask Clayton what he plays on.
Heisman.
That's right. Thank you, Tim. Thank you for asking, sir.
That's it, Tim.
All right,
don't ask me what I play Madden on.
All right, so here we are in a little swing pass out of the backfield.
Everybody cut.
Look at this. Look at the blocking. Now listen, I hope they cut Emilio. That's
holy cow, bodies.
I'm pretty sure it was a cut quick pass.
That looks like Emilio's dorm room on a Saturday night. Right there. I'm telling you, look at these guys laid out on the floor everywhere, drunk.
That looks like Clayton after the buffet.
Yeah. This looks like Clayton after the buffet. Got the shirt rolled up. You know what I mean? Letting the belly breathe a little bit.
No, this looks like Clayton after the buffet.
Yes, it does. That's correct. That is correct. All right, so let's see what he does out here in space. All right. Again, just running through guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Up next. Guess where he's at here?
Wildcat.
Look, Wildcat quarterback, baby. There we go.
And you don't see a lot of Wildcat going 5 wide either. You see a lot of condensed. You got tight ends in there, running back next to the, stuff like that.
Here's the quarterback on this play. So let's see if he gives it to the quarterback on a toss back. Oh, fakes it. Look at that. Boy. Do you see that? Little fake pitch. Look at it again in that confined space, right? And just picking up extra yardage, man.
Such good ball carrier vision too.
Yeah, definitely.
He knows how to run behind that blocker. He's not getting caught up in traffic.
No doubt about it. All right, here he is, Wildcat quarterback again. This is power here, I believe, if I remember correctly. Is this power? Looks like it's just a quarterback zone right, huh? No, it's a little bit of power. See 56 get out here?
Yep.
See our boy pulling? Getting out there behind the big hog. Oh, gotcha. How about that? Emilio, you missed it. Emilio, you over texting.
No, I was trying to make sure. I thought Rumble froze. We're good.
This is that old Tim Tebow play right here. Running the old Timmy Tebow.
Bates, confirm that Rumble's good, man. If it ain't, we're still having fun, but I hope you guys.
No, we're good now. We're good now. No, we're back.
Okay. All right. So, again, watch this. This does – did you say Tim Tebow, Tim? Is that what you just said?
It looked like that old Timmy Tebow
play.
Pass.
Look at this. Whoop. How about that?
I mean, he's a ball carrier until the absolute last second of that play.
No doubt about it.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah. All right, here we are, T left post. So now he's in the backfield as T, as a running back. Okay? And here's what he's going to do is just run a little skinny post right down the seam. Mm-hmm. And that big C on the chest. All right, here we go. Wildcat. Here's the power right I was talking about. So you're going to see 52 pull, right? Little quarterback power here. You see him hit the B button right here, boys?
Yep.
I'm sorry, circle. He hit circle. He didn't hit B. We're talking.
He got a spin mastermind.
Oh, this is beautiful. This is a great view right here, man. Look at this.
Look at how patient he is, though. Mm-hmm. Allowing that play to develop, cutting
Look
it
at
back.
Escalade coming right through there, cleaning them up. Yep.
Shoulder look. I think we got a couple plays with back shoulder fade. 11 gun dubs. X left, going to be a little back shoulder fade over here. So he's up top. So we've seen it all. I mean, have we not seen him line up at Z, X, wing, Wildcat, T, everything? Now he's back at the X, and watch this back shoulder fade right here, man. Late hands, perfect play on the ball.
Fought through contact.
Yep, no doubt. Whoop. Love the release. Late hands, right?
Yep.
All right, here we are again.
Walking a shove line there, but I love it. Get away with it, you scored.
Look at the coverage right here from number 1. Doesn't matter. Look at that grab. Does a good job showing the late hands. Watch him fight through contact, getting his jersey pulled. Doesn't matter. A little shove at the end. Great play.
I love it.
There you go.
I love how he doesn't complain about that, right? He's fighting through all that the entire time.
Right.
And I love how there was no flag either. You got contact both ways, right? Let him play.
Yep.
I love it.
That's Savion, whatever you want to call him. I'm gonna call him Green Bay for 6 is what I'm going to call him. I think he's going to be a machine, dude.
I'm going to call him, you better send safety help over the top to have a prayer. That's what I'm calling him.
Again, man, I think you've got a lot to work with there. And you guys know, like, I don't look at a player and try to think what can he not do? What's he bad at, right? I look at it and say, what can he do for the team? That's how coaches look at it, right? They're looking at what does he do well? You know, Belichick was real big on that, right? Belichick was, you know, I remember him talking, Michael Lombardi talking about them sitting in a scouting room one time, and people were like, yeah, but he can't do this or that guy can't do that. And he said Belichick slammed his pen down. I said, what? I could give a rat's ass what he can't do. What can he do? What can he bring to the table? What can he help our football team do? And let's put him in a position to do that, right? So sometimes you can get, I don't know, sometimes you can get kind of caught up in trying to find negative and talk yourself out of a prospect that otherwise might have been exactly what you were looking for. So there you go. All right. That's it. Somebody said Rumble blows. Did something go wrong in here, boys? What happened?
No, he was messing.
Okay. Holmes, you better straighten up in the chat, sir.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
All right. Anything else, fellas? I think we covered it all.
No, it's a good show. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you. Mandy was like,
Milagro shots tonight, Emilio? What's going on?
Hey, you know, I got to celebrate.
Me and Mandy were immediately like, man, I might just skip the show. I don't know about you guys, but I just want to go eat Mexican food every Cinco de Mayo. Man, there's nothing better than a Mexican restaurant. The music's turned up just a little bit louder on May the 5th.
We went to one this weekend for date night, and they had a mariachi band in the restaurant. It was thumping. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, I can smell the carne asada tacos right now already. They're calling me.
Yeah. It's funny too, man. I asked a buddy of mine. His name is Jorge. We used to work concrete together. Uh-oh. Can you decipher that, Emilio? Oh, I think you got it. There it is.
Here's the guy. There it is.
I had a buddy named Jorge. We just called him Amigo. That's why I slip up and call Emilio Amigo every now and again. I asked him one day, we were out there tying steel on the job site. This was 15 years ago. I said, Amigo, what is Cinco de Mayo? He said, Clay. He called, Mandy's maiden name was Augusta. He would call me Clay Augusta, is what he would call me. Clay Augusta. It's where Mexico said, "Get the F out."
Yeah.
That's all he said. I was like, I think I understand what he means. It's our 4th of July, right? So that's basically the same thing. Got it.
Right.
All right, yeah. Like, we're tired of the BS. We're done with this. All right, we're moving on. So anyway, that's it. We're out. Tim, you got anything on this Cinco de Mayo? Any parting thoughts, sir?
No. Happy Cinco de Mayo to all who celebrate.
Like this guy down here in the lower left.
Yeah,
Thank you.
this guy.
Appreciate it.
Like this guy right here.
Yeah. All right, that's it. Appreciate everybody. Thank y'all so much for hopping over to Rumble, man. We kept a pretty good crowd in here too. Well, we have like almost 200 people watching.
Yep.
Over. Yeah.
A lot of people on X too. Appreciate everybody following the stream on X. Make sure you click that QR code over there. Join the Patreon, right?
That's right. And just so you guys know, I'm going to show sucks. Buenos noches. I'm going to edit out this whole Chalk Talk segment, and the article that we've got up on the Patreon group of Savion Williams. I'm going to take this whole Chalk Talk segment of us breaking down the tape and put it on there. So you'll have it right there, easily, conveniently placed there, so you can watch anytime you want. We've done that with all the prospects, or we're doing that with all the prospects. Next will be Baron Sorrell. That's going to be an exciting one as well. So, all right, that's it. Thank you guys so much. Again, Matrix Jackson, Hundo Milton, and Chad Inc. reach out. Matrix Jackson won the first place there for the Bo Melton card, then Hundo Milton, then Chad Inc. We got to get that to you guys. So CJN's getting the Mason Crosby card. Congratulations there, CJN. And the Robert Brooks jersey going out to Professor Cakes. So we got to get those. And keep in mind, guys, we mail out once a month. Okay. So like somebody had reached out to me and said they hadn't got their jersey yet. So we just sent out a flurry of like 5 jerseys, 5 giveaways, I think it was, right? So the next round will be toward the end of May. We'll get them all shipped out. We just make one trip, ship them all out at the same time, that type of thing. So, anyways, everybody have a great night. We appreciate y'all's support. As always, let's go out and be the change we want to see in the world. And go, Pack, go.
And we go. Bye, guys.